Hello, welcome to PCMag Live. I'm Dan Costa. He is Sascha Segan, and we've got a great show for you today. We're going to break down the top tech news of the day. We're going to answer some of your reader questions, and then we're going to show you one cool thing that we have here in our labs in New York City. Big news of the day, the Galaxy S5 is finally going on sale. Sascha, you've reviewed the phone. We've been anticipating it for a while. This is probably one of the biggest phone launches of the year.
Yeah, and it's not just the Galaxy S5. The Galaxy S5 is going on sale on all the major carriers. It's $199 at the carrier stores, except at T-Mobile, where it's $660 or $27.50 a month. But you can also get the Gear Fit for $199, the Gear 2 Neo for $199, or the Gear 2 smartwatch for $299. So it's just Samsung all over the place today.
And this is the thing that Samsung has worked really well for them, is that they make their product available on every carrier. It's ubiquitous. So no matter what your carrier is, you do have a high-end Samsung option. My question is, how does HTC compete with this? The HTC One, we love that phone. We loved it last year. We found that Galaxy S4 was always just a little bit better. This year they're sort of neck and neck, but the Samsung just got so much marketing heft behind it.
Well, HTC's strategy is to enable or light up the internet in support of its product. Like, they know that their product is loved by a lot of influencers and a lot of design people and a lot of reviewers. So HTC is going to be saying, hey, go to the internet, ask the internet about which product is better. And they're hoping that the glowing reviews of the HTC One will help balance out what is going to be a massive marketing campaign for these GS5s. Now, I don't want to end this without telling you where to get a discounted GS5, okay? And we just heard that Sam's Club is going to be Samsung Club for the week, and that they are going to be offering the GS5s for $164.99 with the 2-year contract instead of $199.99. So you want to save a little money, go to Sam's Club.
There you go. Also in the news, this is very important to my, near and dear to my heart. Amazon is buying Comixology for an undisclosed sum. Comixology, of course, the leader in online comic distribution. They've got an application for every tablet that's out there. I have a little bit of a Comixology addiction and spend at least, I'm gonna commit to $25 a month, but I actually spend way more than that. But this is Amazon spreading its wings and buying up an entire segment in one fell swoop.
Now, I have mixed feelings about Comixology because, first of all, the comics are not any cheaper than print comics, and I find it a less satisfying reading experience. I mean, Kindle books are much cheaper than regular books, but with comics, I just find that either the comic is shrunk down and so I can't see some of the graphic elements, or I have to scroll. Like, I can't figure out how to read comics in a satisfying way on these digital devices.
I mean, they still cost $4 a piece for a first-run new comic. I just bought the latest Walking Dead last night, and I read it in less than 10 minutes, and it cost me $4. So that's a lot of money to pay for 10 minutes of entertainment.
Now, my big question is, does Amazon have any room to discount these comics? Because Amazon typically, they make things cheaper, they put things as part of their Amazon Prime subscription platform, but comic prices seem very sticky.
Yeah, because the publishers have withheld it, and that's how Comixology has made a success. I'm wondering if there's any IP here. Does Comixology own anything in terms of telling visual stories? Any patents that Amazon's picking up? We haven't heard about that yet, but we will keep an eye on it, because I think there might be some surprises in there. And then finally, next week, Google Glass is going on sale for everyone. That's why I'm wearing it here on the show. It's going to go on sale April 15th for one day only at 9 a.m. You can sign up for an alert to let you know exactly when they go on sale. But this is for anyone. You don't need Google's approval. You just have to get in line and actually buy the unit.
Yeah, I was a little concerned when the show was starting because I was like, there's something on your face.
There is.
There's something on your face. It's a little weird looking. Maybe you should take care of that before the show starts. But no, you decide to go full glass.
I'm going full glass.
Okay. Yes, I would say Google Glass is going on sale to everyone. Don't buy it. It is a BS product. It is weird and awful and probably socially bad. It's probably in some way bad for America. Buy a vacation to Hawaii instead. If you are more socially oriented, maybe donate that $1,500 to charity or invest it in a 529 fund for your children.
Well, there's a lot of demand for Google Glass. They're still selling it for $1,500. It's been $1,500 since it first came out to beta users last year. But the thing is, everybody wants glass, everybody's curious about it. Very few people actually understand what it does or really appreciate why they need it.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if it's peaked. It's peaked without even ever actually coming out, because nobody's been able to figure out what to do with this productively other than to offend everyone around you by appearing to be creepily filming them all the time. And so, there is going to be some sort of VR revolution in the future with Facebook buying Oculus and all of that. But Google Glass, I think Google Glass's time may have come and gone.
I think that you may find yourself in a minority opinion there, but it goes on sale April 15th. You can let us know in the comments if you agree with Sascha. Let's move on to a reader question now. We got this question via email from David. David wants to know, his wife is an acupuncturist, and she needs a new computer. She's thinking about the Dell 15 7000 series. Dell has a deal that if you spend over $600, which she would, you would get a Dell Venue tablet with it, a 7, 8, or 8 Pro for an extra $140, $150, $200. Is that worth it, or should he wait and buy a Nexus 7 or a Nexus 10 separately? So there's a bundled package here.
Yeah.
And he wants to know whether this is a good bundle or whether they're just trying to get rid of some old venues.
Well, I have to unravel. There's a couple of different options here. If you're interested in a tablet that runs real Windows apps, like let's say you want to run real Microsoft Office or other apps that are just available for Windows, the Venue 8 Pro for $200 is a great deal. Okay, it has an Intel Atom processor. It's running a full, real, honest-to-goodness version of Windows that runs everything Windows. You can run Photoshop on it if you want. So that for $200, great deal. However, if you just want a fast, easy, clean, stripped-down Android tablet, get that Nexus 7 instead. The Venue 7, Venue 8 are kind of cheap. $140, $150 is not a huge amount of savings for those. I would say to spend a couple more bucks, get the Nexus 7. It's a much higher quality product. The Nexus 10, generally, we don't recommend it. It's old. It has a bunch of bugs. I wasn't thrilled with the performance. I'd skip that one as an option.
There you go. Now it's time for one cool thing. We test thousands of products here in our lab in New York City every year. Every day we take one thing off the shelf and show it to you live. Today, it's tax season here in the United States. So today we actually reviewed the Ativa Professional Plus HD Pro 2000. It's a $279 paper shredder, but it's not just a paper shredder. It will actually shred CDs, credit cards, and this is a really important thing. If you've got paper documents around your office, if you've got them at home, you need to dispose of them in a way that's safer and more secure than just throwing them in the garbage.
Can we dispose of things?
Let's dispose of things. Let's dispose of things. Here you go.
Okay.
So we will allow Sascha to destroy things on camera.
Okay.
Because that's what he's good at. 20-sheet cross-cut shredder. It can shred continuously for up to 2 hours without needing time to cool off. So it's not a lot of these paper shredders, you get them, you use them, you shed 10
CD.
You do 10 pieces of paper and all of a sudden they overheat. This one actually cools down and is really nice. This is our editor's choice winner in the category.
Oh, check that out.
Totally safe to shred CDs if you still have those CDs. And just a great solution. We've got full reviews on PCMag.com.
Shredding a lot of paper at once.
We will continue shredding. That is PCMag Live for today. We're going to shred through the rest of these documents. We will see you next week with a brand new show at PCMag Live. Make sure you send us your comments in the comment section on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook. We will answer those questions live on air. Thanks for joining us.